What's up guys, so in this video I am going to be doing the top robots of 2024 list. I did one for 2023, so it's going to be interesting to see how things have changed. I feel like Pixonic pushed the boundaries of robots a little bit further this year. Hey guys, did you know that you can still use my promo code on the War Robots web shop? All you have to do is when you're buying something, go up to the supporter creator thing and type in the code Wolfblood7. This gives me a little bit of commission on the item and helps to support the channel. You can also leave me a personalized message, which I didn't know they'd added. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Okay, so kicking off this list in the number 10 spot, we have the Shenlu, the best assassin robot ever introduced to the game, with 3 teleports and a crazy Aegis shield. This thing was insane when it first came out. However, nerfs to the weapons and the Shenlu itself have changed it quite a lot, meaning rather than the death sentence that it once was, it's now just an annoying little pest robot that you can kill relatively easily. It used to have the Mark II Aegis shield, but they changed it to the Mark I. That was the first nerf, and the electric weapons also got a considerable nerf as well. Now they don't fire all at once like in this gameplay. They have like a shot interval kind of. It's kind of weird. All this used to line up with the Shenlu's ability, but now it doesn't, which makes it harder to play. However, when it was in its prime, it was actually crazy. It was not uncommon to literally kill 2 people at once, as you're about to see right here, I believe. Yep, there we go. It was fun to play, I'll admit, and sometimes I do kind of miss it. Okay, so in the number 9 spot, we have the Pathfinder. Now, I don't think it was that strong. It was kind of weak, but when you coupled it with the right weapons, like the Ultimate Storms here, you certainly saw the potential that this thing had. I think it would have been stronger, but it was just released with weapons that didn't really suit it. And yeah, it was one of the most unpopular robots I think we've ever seen. That might be because they released it and it was relatively balanced, so... But yeah, I never really ran it that much. I mean, I think the times I've run it all together are probably under 15. Most of them being for videos, so I don't know, it really just wasn't my playstyle with the Shiones, but yeah, as I said, if you ran the right weapons on it, yeah, it worked. And I think a lot of free-to-play players are getting their hands on it now, so that's a good thing, because it hasn't been nerfed yet, I don't think, but who knows what's in the future for this thing. Okay, so in the number 8 spot, we have the Bagor. Now, this thing is still unnerfed, and it's still good with the Gauze weapons, but when they nerfed the Arthos, it was pretty much GG's for this thing. It used to take on Raptors with those weapons and win every time. It was crazy. It's still one of the most mobile bots with this much firepower with its teleport, which is another reason why I think it's still really good. But it is crazy to see it literally one-shot Duxes and Condors with this build. So I definitely think it still has some life in it yet, but we don't know if this has still got a nerf coming or not yet, so... They're definitely trying to give it away. I got like 5 of them from the data pads out of 10 that I opened in total. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. So who knows, something might be on the horizon for this, but so far it's just going to carry on sniping Duxes. Okay, so in the number 7 spot, we have the Ultimate Bulgasari. Shout out to Broken Dark for letting me use this clip. I don't have this, and I really wish I did. Now, the Ultimate Bulgasari, when it first came out with the shock trains, was literally broken, because those shock trains could one-shot any robot. And they were nerfed, which is what kind of made this thing a lot less formidable than it was. But as you can see from this gameplay, the invincible shield it has absolutely carries it. You can tank, I think Predator did a video where he tanked 6 Eiffels with the homing weapons and the shield didn't break. It's invincible, and it's incredibly hard to counter because it can just dash out of the way of flames and stuff like that. So that's what I think makes this thing still strong in today's meta. The idea of something that you literally cannot break no matter how much damage you do is quite an advancement made by Pixonic, but as we'll see later on in this list, it is nothing compared to what they came up with robots for this year. But for now, the Ultimate Bulgasari rests happily on the number 7 spot. Okay, so the Ultimate Raker takes the number 6 spot, one of my personal favorite robots of the year. I'd still be running it if the new meta robots didn't make it completely obsolete. This robot was kind of a turning point for me in the game because it was probably the last ultimate robot that I'll ever go for, because I spent way too much trying to get this thing and didn't use it for as long as I should have after that. But the ultimate sniper weapons, the Dragoon and Hussar, were absolutely overpowered. As you can see, they had no problem deleting anything. And yeah, this robot was incredibly strong thanks to the inbuilt Pathfinder bubble shield thing that it has. It just made it even stronger against things like Titans, which it also had no problem killing. It was probably one of the most fun robots to play in 2024. And yeah, as you can see, the execute ability looks absolutely sick when you fire it. So I think they put a lot of work into this robot. It's just a shame that only a few weeks later, the Condor would come out and make it completely useless. And yeah, that was the end of my ultimate hanger once that thing came out. Okay, so the ultimate Fenry, our top 1 winner of the 2023 list, has slid down to number 5. The main reason for this is because the Ducks and Condor have absolutely destroyed it. The Condor's sonic damage makes it a lot weaker than before because it can't heal as easily. And the Ducks can just go through its unmitigatable defense somehow. However, this thing is still incredibly tanky against other robots. It's just the Ducks and Condor that destroy it. So once they get nerfed, we'll probably see a resurgence. And yeah, speaking of a resurgence, we also saw the first ever ultimate rerun with this thing. So that is something to note there, and yeah, I don't think this thing is fully dead. I don't think it's anywhere near, but yeah, I reckon they'll come back once they nerf the Ducks and Condor, because overall, this thing is still a tank. Okay, so in the number 4 spot, we have the Raptor. Now, when this thing first came out, I didn't think it was too strong, and it turned out it needed maxed out modules to be strong. Which, unlike any other robot I'd played, was a bit different. Similarly to the Pathfinder, I ran it about 10 times, and I haven't touched it since, because to me, it's pretty boring to play. And I just prefer the Ultimate Fenry, because it seems to last longer, but a bunch of people have said this is better, so yeah, and also, the other factor that made this really strong was the module rework. That seemed to make these things absolutely broken, and I might end up trying mine again after. But yeah, the reason I've ranked this higher than the Ultimate Fenry is because the Ducks can sometimes kill itself on the Raptor's reflector shield, so that makes it a decent counter, but my Ducks has killed way more Raptors than Raptors have killed me, if that makes sense. But there we go, I don't really have a lot to say about this robot because I barely ran it, I didn't really enjoy playing it, but there we go. Number 4 on this list is the Raptor. Okay, so let's get on to the top 3. In 3rd place, we have the Condor. Now, a lot of people will remember I absolutely despised this thing when it first came out. It was literally uncounterable. There was nothing you could do to kill it. And yeah, this was the first robot that we got that could literally heal back to full health, grade durability and all, every single ability. This was a new level of crazy in terms of Pixonic designs, because not only did it make healers useless, it made it that if you even brawled with this thing and got any grade durability, you would lose because it could just heal all of its up. The ability does way too much damage, and I'm hoping that they nerf it soon because it's really annoying. But yeah, it's still only 3rd on this list, which just goes to show how crazy number 2 and number 1 are. But anyway, guys, there we go. The Condor, number 3. Okay, so in the number 2 spot, we have the new Ravager robot. So this thing is absolutely insanely strong because it has 5 medium weapon slots. As you can see, it has no problem deleting a full HP Condor in flight. Something that before it was released, well, the Ducks could do it and this thing could do it. Nothing else can really do that at all. Sometimes it does go down fast to a Condor if it has QR, but it has to get close enough to do that, which is relatively hard, considering these regulators have 800 meter range. And yeah, the Cliff to Boost pilot makes this thing able to get to ridiculous amounts of health for a robot. Like, this thing can get more health than an Ochakochi did, so that is just crazy on its own. As you can see on stream, I literally got it to 2 million health with the help of some menders, so this thing is definitely an absolute nightmare to kill. If you come up against one on Yamantau, it's pretty much GG's, you can't win. So there we go, that is why the Ravager is number 2. So that leaves only one contender left for our number 1 spot. Without a doubt, it is the Ducks. This robot literally has every ability known to man and can heal back to full health every ability. If you have the pilot, you get 10 seconds of stealth during the ability as well, which I think is the whole ability, so that makes it that nobody can shoot at you while you delete them in literally less than 5 seconds. If you're a Titan, it doesn't matter, because during the ability you get defense mitigation, so it deletes Titans like they're nothing. It also goes through last stands like they're not there. So yeah, the Dux is literally invincible. Unless you have another Dux to counter it, or you get a lucky snipe with a Gauze Bagor. These things it's not uncommon for it to literally just live the whole game, every game. I regularly get more than 5 living legends per game with mine, and that's not an exaggeration. It is the most broken robot the War Robots has ever seen. Look at this Harpy. He's got a reflector. The Dux does not care. No matter what damage you take from shooting at them, it doesn't matter because you can just heal all of it back up with one ability. There aren't really, as I said, many solid counters to it apart from another Dux. This footage was from before I was running the Seeker drone. But if you run the Dux with the Seeker, you've basically got a robot that's invincible and can literally kill anything easily. That's why we have it at top 1 in this list. It is, in my opinion, the strongest robot that War Robots has ever seen. Nothing could last this long and nothing could kill robots that fast. So that is why the Dux is our #1 spot of 2024. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this tier list ranking video. Let me know in the comments if you agreed with the list or completely disagreed with it. But if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.